What's going on, everybody, and welcome back to the kitchen of yours truly, the Bodybuilding Chef. I've been very busy this year, and that's why you haven't seen much of me, but today I had a few extra hours, so I decided to come up with something especially fitting for this time of year. Today I'm going to be cooking my fall harvest turkey chili with a kick. I think you're going to like it, so come over and check out the ingredients and let's begin. Basically, this is a very simple dish. It's very clean, it's very high protein, and it's low carb, which, as you guys know, is the most important factor of every dish I create. But the base is going to be chopped onion, one whole chopped onion, diced garlic, and yellow and green bell pepper. You can use any type of bell pepper you like. I had yellow and green, so that's what I'm using. A couple carrots diced, a tablespoon of cumin, and a tablespoon of chili powder, a can of red kidney beans, a cup and a half of water. Now guys, I'm using a cup and a half of water instead of any type of chicken or beef stock or beef consomme because, as we know on the show, I try to keep things lean. So I'm gonna stick with water. And then this, my special ingredient of the day, is my adobo sauce. And that's basically a mixture of plum tomatoes pureed with a couple chipotle peppers, which adds a lot of smoky flavor. It's a real husky, smoky flavor profile that adds to the chili. I think you'll like. And then I have a can of hominy, which is basically, it's part of the corn family. It's dried maize, but it adds another type of consistency, mouthfeel to the chili. And I'm just going to garnish with a little bit of parsley. And last but not least, the meat of the dish is ground turkey, which is lean, and I love it. So we're going to start out adding a little bit of extra virgin olive oil to the pan. Remember guys, when I always say that when you're sauteing, or rather sweating, your onions and your garlic, you want to be careful with the garlic, because garlic, as you may or may not know, burns very easily and it browns quickly, especially if you have the heat high. A little bit of ground kosher salt, some black pepper ground. So you have to be careful. And again, we're not trying to kill the mirepoix, okay? We're not trying to kill the onions or the garlic, we're just sweating them. So you can bring the heat up, but you don't want to create a smoking point with the oil. You want to just get it hot enough to saute and sweat your onions and your garlic. We're going to do that for about 2 minutes. And then, once we have that sweated, we're going to incorporate the bell peppers, we're going to incorporate the carrots for a few more minutes, and then we'll throw everything else in. We're going to bring it to a simmer. We're going to cut filming for about 30 minutes. We'll bring you back, and we'll finish off the episode, and I'll give it a taste. So, it's a really easy dish, my chili. But again, like I said guys, it's super lean, it's very low carb, and as I always stress, you know, as far as the carb content, and especially the sugar content, but we don't want any spikes in our blood sugar levels, right? And so the more simple carbs that you consume, the higher the spike, and we don't want that. It's, you know, we're all about health, right, in this kitchen. So I try to keep it as clean as possible and as low carb as possible. So we got those sweating. Now I'm going to incorporate the carrots, I'm going to incorporate the peppers, and I'm going to incorporate the spice. Now again guys, I said this is my turkey chili with a kick. So you're going to have a kick not only from my adobo sauce, but you're going to also have a kick from the chili pepper and from the not necessarily the cumin, but more so the chili pepper. But again, be careful with the amount that you put in, because I always say guys, you can slowly incorporate, but you can't take out. And so rather than put too much, just add and taste and add and taste and just get a vibe where it's at, where the dish is at as far as the level of heat, and just go from there. So we're going to throw in the carrots. And I do apologize guys, I forgot they were hiding in the carrots. We're throwing in a few parsnips as well. This is a fantastic substitute for potatoes. Again, I could throw in some white Idaho potatoes, but that's going to cause spikes. in our blood sugar levels, and we don't want that. So parsnips is a great substitute, and it's the same mouthfeel as potato, and I enjoy it just as much, if not more so, than actual potato. So we're going to throw those in with the carrots. I'm going to stir that around a little bit. If you need to, add a little bit more of the olive oil. And we're cooking it over medium-high heat. So, you know, again, not burning the garlic, but sweating it, and then, you know, incorporating the vegetables. We're going to throw in the bell peppers and green and yellow, and the spices. Get that all mixed up together. And I'd say, guys, probably 3 to 5 minutes. Sweat these vegetables. Again, we're not burning them, we're just sweating them. And the whole idea is letting this simmer. And like I said, once we get everything incorporated, including the ground turkey, we're going to let it sit for about 35 minutes, depending. And then we'll bring it back. So what I'm going to do now is stop filming just for a second so that we can sweat these vegetables, and I'll bring you back for the final incorporation of the remaining ingredients, and we'll go from there. Welcome back, everybody. It's been about 7 to 8 minutes. I've thoroughly sweated the base, the mirepoix, whatever you want to call it, the parsnips, the carrots, the bell peppers, the onions, the garlic is not burned, but it's softened now over about medium-high heat. So now we're going to incorporate everything else. We're going to let it simmer for another 30 minutes. I'll bring you back for a tasting, and we'll call it quits. So now we're going to throw in the kidney beans. And throw in about 2 cups of water. Going to throw in the hominy. Get all that in there. Going to throw in the adobo sauce. Going to throw in the ground turkey. Mix that all together. We're going to bring it to a boil, you guys. Once it comes to a boil, we're going to drop the heat. Let it simmer again for about 30 minutes. And then we'll give it a little taste. And as you know, with the ground turkey, it's super lean. It's not overbearing. And it's a fantastic addition, really, to any stew, any chowder, and any chili. So mix that all up, bring it to a boil, and again, slowly season, you guys. Slowly season this dish throughout the entire process, because you can't pull out. You can't pull out any type of, you know, heat, any type of spice. Once you've incorporated it. So we're going to bring that to a boil. I'm going to throw a top on it, let it simmer for about 30 minutes, and I'll bring it back. What's going on, everybody? Welcome back. It's been about 40 to 45 minutes. The chili has been simmering over medium-low heat. You want to take a little gander. Look at that. All that goodness, and it is ready to go. So without further ado, let me welcome, or introduce rather, my sous chef. She was taking a little nap, but now she's back with us. Can you say hello? Can you say hello? Yeah, she's great. So let's get a little bowl full of my chili. What do you think? Does that look good or what, huh? We're gonna just garnish with a little bit of parsley. Little bit of cheese, more again, and then a dollop of sour cream, just to enhance the flavor, and bam, there you go. So let's give it a little taste test, huh? Let's try it. That is delicious. So there you guys have it. My fall chili, you laden with a kick, and I hope you enjoyed the episode, and we'll be back very soon. Yours truly, the Bodybuilding Chef.